got Mickey Mouse ears on your trainers.
His mum and dad didn't teach him how to do it. Leave him
Bro.
alone. It's self-taught. That
Bro, I
is.
swear down, I thought his lace were undone.
Bro.
That's the fashion.
Oh, it's a start. Well,
Folded the socks in half. What's going on in Southend?
when we go out, yeah, I'll sort it out.
Joe, please, I need you to come out clubbing. I've got 2 dogs. Their ears are flapping over.
Yes, people, we're back on tour. It's Tour Diaries. We had to call it an emergency Tour Diaries because getting into Singapore has been the craziest experience I've had getting into anywhere in my life. Not because of me. Normally it's me that's the joke and luggage or just me getting pratted and bantered around. But I've got 2 victims. Sorry to call you victims. To start, we have one other victim.
That, Joe. That,
We have one other victim that's going to join us as well and go through his story. But let's start there. Let's start with who wants to go first and explain kind of. Well,
There's only one place to stop.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well,
There's only one.
There's only one place to start.
yeah, I suppose so. Really, like I'll start. I don't really know too much about it, but everything was fine. Got to Qatar. That was all right. No problems.
Well, obviously we started the day. Obviously we started in the airport. Went to a few lounges. You had a champagne, all nice and good. We got on the plane.
Bit early maybe for the champagne.
We'll come back round to that. It's context, everyone. We started at Heathrow about 8, 9 a.m. 8, 9 a.m.-ish, something like that. And then Lee was on the champagne. It's fine. Keep that in your mind. And then we flew to Doha, 6 hours. Nice. You get drinks when you're on the flight as well. Nice. Not too bad. Not saying it's all about a drink, but yeah, nice. Keep that in mind. Then we went to Doha. Then went to the lounge. Lovely. Another lounge. Lee was with me, my friend, to look after you. A few more drinks.
As you do.
A few more, yeah.
And then everything's nice. We get on the flight to Singapore, 8 hours, watching some films. I'm sat next to Lee. I'm watching. I'll be honest. I'm watching Love Island. Yeah, everyone's.
That's
I know
what made me ill. That's what done it. I just realised.
I'm watching Love Island live, right? I look over to Lee. I say, "What are you watching?" I forgot what he told me, but he lifted up his headphones, told me what he's watching, what film. I don't even. It must have been 15 minutes maybe later. We land, right? Everything's fine. I'll be honest. The flight was a bit bumpy. We can make that clear. Curtis wasn't on our flight, but the flight was a bit chaotic. Turbulence was
worst I've ever.
I'll be honest.
Turbulence was one time. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was quite a turbulent flight. But we landed, people. Okay, we land. I look over. This is bad. I look over to Lee. He's just
gone.
He's this. So I didn't say anything. I just thought he was closing his eyes. Maybe people when they land they get a bit about the back. So I didn't say anything. And then out of nowhere, he doesn't remember it, which makes it even worse.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't conscious. Can't remember.
The amount of sick that left his mouth all over the floor, everywhere.
I had Turkish dinner as well.
Oh God.
He didn't want his dinner, so I ate it.
So much sick.
What a waste.
And then the woman behind us, so much sick that the woman started saying, "Come on, you have to stop. You have to. My kids are gonna get they're gonna throw up because of this. So much sick." Obviously, at first, the whole team were very worried about Lee. Of course, genuine worry.
Yeah, I have to say, yeah.
We cared. We cared about how you.
It lasted quite a while, didn't it? So
we was worried about it until we found out Lee was fine, and then the banter started rolling. But in this whole period, Lee was. I'll be honest, we were worried about you, but we were worried.
I don't even remember. The worst thing about it was I just remember what you said. That was the last thing I remember.
What are you watching?
What was watching? I was watching an American football film. And yeah, then the next just gone. All I remember was just waking up with all this sick all over me. And I thought someone had been sick over me. I didn't realise it was me. I was completely and utterly. I do not have no indication what it was. I've flown so many times. Now I do suffer from motion sickness, as you well know.
We know that.
I've had a few isolated incidents in the past.
Isolated.
But I've never experienced it on a plane. And contrary to what you say, nothing to do with drink or champagne or whatever. Like it was just I don't know what it was because I've obviously flown so many times. and it weren't. You know, like sometimes you get like if you was out on a drink and you're drinking a lot, you get that better stop. And I had no indication. The plane landed, and then I felt myself coming over all hot and sweaty, and that was it. Like, and then the next thing I woke up, oh my God.
Yeah, he was in a
shirt ruined.
Everything, shorts
ruined.
We had to let the whole plane leave.
You left. You know, you've done a good job, picked up my phone, but you left me. Lyle Scott favourite hoodie on the plane.
No, sorry about
lost.
That.
Maybe they'll send you another one.
So hopefully they do look after me. So hopefully they will do. And then it was then. Now you have to understand, it's horrendous for me now, like because there's the wheelchair now waiting for me, like as we're getting out, like you know. And this poor old lady.
How old was she?
She's got to be. She's near retirement age. I'm telling you, like you know. She's got me in.
She's pushed.
And she started only pushing me backwards and rolling me. I said,
"Oh my God!" Like, you know she was pulling back. He said, "No, we can't go backwards.
Can't go backwards because you know."
I'm gonna throw up. I feel like I'm on a ride.
I've now got to go to the little hospital clinic, like you know, in the airport.
In the airport.
What, on the way back? They're gonna make
so
sure
imagine
you're safe
it, like,
to fly.
I'm being wheeled through all these people, like you know. Manages to get there, and the doctor comes in and she says, "Oh, it's the hospital."
Yeah, they won't send him to hospital.
Yeah.
So, you know, but they said what we do is we put you on a drip.
Wow.
So they sent for Joe. You know what I mean? Like,
He's ripping the cameraman. But don't worry, we'll talk about the cameraman at some point in this video as well.
No,
it's not fair because he's behind the camera.
No, actually, Dennis, you know, we call him Dennis because he's scared of flying. I ain't seen him all trip.
Well, he's scared of flying. You threw up, mate. He couldn't leave the plane.
So we left him on his own, so I felt for him. Like, and I did actually halfway through.
You did say, I hope
someone should go and check on Joe.
Yeah.
But anyway,
someone needs to check on you.
Yeah, they need to check on me. So, like, yeah. Then she couldn't find a vein. She tried in this arm. Well, you couldn't find that. Like, and then eventually she found one in that arm, you know. Managed to get the drip.
So you got put on a drip after a flight, which, like you said, we've travelled all over Europe. We've done Champions League. We've been doing tours. Never seen
it's a complete. I can't explain it.
Unbelievable stuff.
So I had the drip, and then like.
So just to give everyone clarity there, so we've arrived in Singapore and we could have been going to hospital. Luckily, they had a medic in the airport, which, by the way, in most airports, the woman said doesn't always have hospitals in there.
As well, I have to say, big up.
Really good. So we could have been going to hospital. You ended up being all right, thank God. You missed the whole day. I don't know. You're supposed to do some content, but Robbie,
I missed the press conference.
Yeah, you got given a day.
Yeah, missed the press conference, and.
Do you think that's fair? Do you think you should have to work double today?
Well, there has been that said, like, you know, thankfully, like Robbie said, you can have the day off.
What have you done today?
Nothing.
You've been sunbathing
so
for
I've had 2
4
days off, you know what I mean? Like he said, a day off, 2 liberties, all right.
You know thank God. At least he's aware, at least you know.
Yeah.
So of course, then I think the worst bit for me, which is because I passed out, I didn't experience all this.
Yeah, you missed.
The worst thing for me was getting to the hotel, the travel from in the minibus to here. I was in bits.
Bad. Yeah.
I was in bits again, like, you know what I mean? So
At least you've recovered.
And then went asleep. I have to say, big up to my man Turkish as well. He was looking after me, dabbing me down and everything like that. And you, I was just about to get onto yourself.
I was pretty much your carer the whole
absolutely, like, looked after me fantastically well.
I put you to bed, mate. I put the key card in your car, in your phone.
Looked after me when I went to bed because I'm out of it until like the evening. And I'm going to say, I've seen a little bit of the content. What content was coming out? Joe, you know, laughing, and that's why I've given him a little bit of stick. James, so disappointed.
He didn't show you any remorse, was he there?
No remorse, just
he had
laughing.
The giggles, he couldn't see.
He had the giggles. I've looked after that. I've mentored
him
on times,
through his
bad times. And that's how I get repaid.
So you weren't happy with him? So Joe and James didn't show you no love?
You know, like I've got to say big up to Robbie and
Rob, no, wait. Let's put one pause in. When Lee was having his episode, I look over to Robbie, but Lee's being sick. Robbie, hold on, I've got to fill in this form.
Yeah, Robbie,
but in the end, he did stay.
He did
and look,
listen,
at first he wasn't taking it serious.
He paid the medical bills, you know what I mean?
I did.
There you go.
To be fair.
But in saying that, he sort of mentioned it about 15 times lately, like, you know what I mean? Every time I go, right, Robbie, he goes, medical bill, I don't know what he's going on about.
He won't let you forget
Well, he won't let me forget that. But the biggest thing of all was, after my episode, I was really ill, that all of the guys, and I mean this sincerely, all of the guys, bar Dennis, i.e. Joe, that's why I've got a little bit of a thing for him, all come up to the room.
Yeah, to check.
To just check if I was all right, and, that meant a lot to me, like, you know what I mean, they all did. So big up everybody apart from Joe.
He did mention, to be fair, he did mention that to me. He did say it was nice that everyone came and checked in.
That meant a lot that everybody got.
We care about you, mate.
Curtis. Like, you didn't come
with Robbie, I came up with
Yeah, he did. Come here, come check.
Just checking, yeah.
Well, just on that, well, why are you here then? Because if he had the worst start, I didn't get to see any of the airport or the walk for anything because I was looking after.
Yeah, you missed that.
Sicky Judge over here.
Sicky Judge.
But obviously, I need to know.
Because you've not been sick on a tour, have you? Like, you know what I mean? Should we go there or not? Like, you know what I mean?
Save that for another day.
So you want to? Do you want to go there or don't you? Like, you know what I mean? Right. Okay. Right. So Sicky, what?
No, nothing. Leave, Mr. Judge.
Thank you,
Mr. Judge. But we'll move on swiftly. Judge, you got me. Well, yeah.
Bro, you know, at least with Lee, his suffering's over now.
Yours only just begun.
He hasn't waited.
And I don't even know when mine's going to end.
That's true.
So
yeah, because they've said to you, oh, go on, tell them what's
So obviously I landed like an hour before you guys. So I'm there relaxing, go to get my luggage. I get an email saying, your luggage never made the flight. So I'm like,
horrendous.
What's going on here? It's a direct flight as well. So how has it not turned up? So they said to me it'll be here in 4 hours. So I'm like, 4 hours, no problem. 4 hours later, doesn't turn up. I'm here currently the day after. Raided H&M twice, just t-shirts and that and shorts.
It's hot as well.
It's hot over
for underwear. That's what.
No, don't worry. I bought underwear, man. Don't worry. Relax, man.
What from H&M?
Yeah, I brought H&M.
What's it like? You know,
it's
good fit.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
Good.
not bad. You know what I mean? He went for me.
You know what I mean? He fizzed the ball at you. He fizzed it in.
Yeah, I can control that. You know what I mean?
It was
I know what's going on, right?
It was sent with love.
I bought multiple pairs of underwear, so relax.
All right, so they got you doing like little box sets.
There's plenty. I'm good for a few days.
Brilliant.
So imagine this though. So I'm already in the airport thinking, this is not a good start. So James rings me and said, we've landed. So I'm like, all right, you're here, good, you know, everything's good. He goes, I've got a couple of things to tell you. I said, all right, give me the update. He's going, well, he's been sick all over. There's a doctor, he's in a wheelchair. That doesn't sound great. And then
doesn't sound great, does it?
And then obviously there's an incident that we're going to evolve on later with Turkish in a bit of bother.
Which doesn't sound great.
He will expand on that later, but he may not be on the tour if this next conversation doesn't go well. So I'm like, this is not a good start, Robbie. This is not a good start, Robbie. So
where's Priscilla?
Yeah, I say, Priscilla, you're going to have to ring a solicitor, a doctor, and I need some clothes sending over. And Gyokeres is nowhere to be seen.
It's not a good start.
It's not good. So I'm watching Havertz up front. Yeah, the boxer shorts are running out.
Lee's almost dead.
Lee's on life support.
All because Gyokeres didn't sign. This is a joke, isn't it?
Turkish needs bail money. But apart from that, everything's great, Jackie. Everything's great. You know what I mean? So
hey, quickly, we're gonna carry on. Lee, we've got to get Turkish in because I need to know.
Yeah. So who's going out, mate?
Yeah, we're just get Turkish in to explain why we might have needed a solicitor. Obviously, we've been talking about getting a solicitor, not because Turkish now looks like the biggest El Chapo.
He survived the case.
Look at him,
and he's turned up like El Chapo.
I'm a free man on this land.
Man's got gold LV glasses. To be fair, everyone, look at you, LV as well.
What about you, bro?
Yeah, all right.
Life's improving, right?
Yeah, man.
The finer things.
Round the right people. Right, listen, we need to get to your story, Turkish, because like Curtis said, James Radcliffe said, we have some problems. Lee's on his deathbed. You might be going to prison. What? We just stepped off the plane. What happened? Let them know because it's brilliant. This is brilliant.
Simply a misunderstanding.
Having a bullet is not simply a misunderstanding.
Explain it, 2 bullets.
Oh yeah, makes it even better.
But I'll explain the misunderstanding.
Okay.
Been South Africa recently.
Right, correct.
You can go shooting range, it's legal, you know, you follow the instructions. You know, I took a couple bullets home as memorabilia. I've done the necessary searches. I knew, you know, you can bring it back to the UK, empty shells.
Why do you want a bullet? Just
bro, man, hit the bullseye. Rifle. And you know the rifle bullets are long.
Yeah.
So when the guy pulled it out, he's like, "What's this?" But let me even backtrack a little. Yeah.
Go
So
on.
you know when you're coming at the airport, or the leave things happened. I've called Curtis to see where he is. He's told me what's happened with his luggage. I've told James it's not looking good, right? It's not looking good. It started off on rocky ground.
It's not a good start.
So we've taken me, James, and Joe. We've taken all the luggage. Every man's luggage. Eight big suitcases,
Fair.
4 little ones. So we're all, sorting that out. You know when you're going and you can see nothing to declare and something that, yeah.
Of course.
I've seen them. It's like we locked eyes from across a football pitch, and I thought these men are going to stop us. You come close. People are, exiting in droves.
Yeah.
Can you come here, please?
Oh, you must think.
I don't like it because I know why you're stopping, man. But okay, cool. And I kind of got a bit heated. So I'm like,
Sure.
you lot could have stopped anyone here. You're stopping us. Someone's nearly dying on the plane. Yeah.
Sorry.
And you lot are asking me to put 8 pieces of luggage on this machine.
Yeah.
You're a man, so help then, innit? And that man went around to the screen. A lady offered to help. I said, no.
So you just have to go through the machine. You didn't have to unzip at least you didn't have to listen. If you have to go through everyone's
Well, I
luggage.
mean, the unzipping started after the machine.
Oh,
So luggage going through the machine, everything's coming out nice, simple. The guy turns around to me and goes, you got any bullets? Obviously, by now I'm pissed off. Search the bags, man, and stop talking to me. 10 minutes later, the same guy
The girls
with,
were thinking
with a
bullets.
newfound energy holds a rifle bullet up and says, what's this?
Oh.
And then a Glock 9 bullet, and what's this?
So what went through? How did you?
Are you panicking?
Yeah, I would be honest. If I saw that, I'd have.
I wasn't panicking yet because the reason for it is genuine.
Yeah.
It was a misunderstanding. I didn't know what am I bringing empty shells into Singapore? What am I doing?
Was you thinking though, like I could
You could be
get,
sent
I
home.
could be
No, I
sent
was
home or
definitely
something?
thinking I could get sent because they said police straight away. So they was like, we need to take you there.
Oh.
We're going to call the police. They're going to come conduct their investigation. I'm thinking, even if I don't get sent back, this is a couple hours, man. So I need Lee to be lying down for a bit longer before
So now you're wishing Lee to be more
before
ill.
before I'm the reason why we're late coming out of the airport. And everyone's looking at me. So they take me to the immigration customs bit. When you see it on border force, you're in that room, glass all around. They're asking me questions and have you got this? Have you got that? Do you know, shells are illegal to? I'm like, I didn't mean to bring it over.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you. I went to South Africa. It's memorabilia. I went to a shooting range. I shut it down. I wanted to bring it back. I like taking things back. I like taking things back from different countries.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
it?
When
I
you bring
took
it back
2
from here, you
shells.
make sure you have something planned.
Yeah,
for something.
yeah.
Well, something
anything
legal,
dangerous.
at the
nothing
very least.
dangerous.
But yeah, I explained it to them. They wasn't really having it. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to sit down and wait for the police and let's see what they're saying. Two police officers walk in, militant at
Oh,
first.
I didn't know this.
So I'm looking at them thinking, I'm trying to survey, my options. Which one looks nicer? Which one looks a bit
Was this
softer,
all the
which
time
one-
when we was in hospital?
Yeah,
Yeah,
medic. I was there alone, just waiting to be sent back home after a 16-hour journey here. But then, the feds walked in, police walked in, sorry, whatever you call them, 5-0, there's many names for them. And then one of them starts asking me some questions. He brings the bullets out, he's like, what's this? I said, I explained to these guys here, misunderstanding. At this point, I'm thinking, should I bring up the Big 6 video and show them, like, I was in South Africa, but I just told them.
Yeah.
And I explained the story. I said South Africa, then I went Cyprus for 2 weeks, and now I'm here. So my luggage was going from one suitcase to the other. Like I dry cleaned them because my special bits of clothing I like dry cleaned.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm not blaming my dry cleaner, but he must have washed it with the
Shifted the
bullets in
blame.
it
Must
and left
wash
it
the
as
bullets.
is. So I explained the story. He started laughing a little. What are you here for? I said Arsenal. And then he turned and said, glory, glory, Man United. It was at that point
You knew you
I
were
knew
good.
I'm getting into this
You
country.
don't football banter if you're
Police,
about to
police
arrest someone.
don't, police don't joke around with you unless
Fair.
they believe you at the very least.
Yeah.
So once he said, glory, glory, United, he walked in and I just started thinking to myself, all right, how do I
You start
How do
switching.
I
Keep
angle
talking
it?
about football.
When he came back out, I was like, sorry, is Man United the biggest club in Asia? He said,
Oh, look
nah,
at-
Liverpool, then Man United, then Arsenal. We started getting into football talk. And then
You
he
knew you was good.
He was blessed. He came to me with a form. He said, do you want to apply for a license? I said, license for what?
Did
He
they
said,
take them off you, by the way?
firearm license. So this is the point where he was
Yeah.
like, you can apply for a firearm license. I'll give you these back if the application goes through. I said, I don't want no license. I don't want no bullets. Take them, keep the form, let me sign out, and let me just
me
go
go.
to
Yeah,
my
yeah,
people. They're outside.
Yeah.
So you've lost your memorabilia now.
I've lost my memorabilia, but it's on YouTube. The Big Six. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, share.
I even got the plug in.
You got to.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
But
So-
I go back to, we could have ended this at misunderstanding.
That is crazy.
You're still lucky though.
2 bullets.
I am
Did
lucky,
well.
I am
You're
lucky, I am
very
lucky.
lucky in an airport to have 2 bullets and call it a misunderstanding. And
Empty. Let's
yeah,
get that
okay,
one
yeah,
in
it's
there.
fair. It is empty, but we could have been.
Shells have been rinsed.
We could have been in the hospital or in prison visiting Turkish.
But
and
actually,
with no boxes.
sorry, I gotta
Go on.
rewind a bit, yeah?
What happened?
Obviously, at Heathrow, me and you are known for this, overweight baggage, right? It's always me and Cecil.
Yeah, fair.
So I'm overweight by about a kg. Lee,
I'm 7 kgs.
shout-
over.
you was, yeah, I
I'm on
think
30
a bit
kg.
more than that. Lee goes, I've got space in my luggage. I take my 5 trousers. It's a hot country, so I don't need to bring many. 5 trousers, put it into Lee's bag. That's where the bullets were found, in Lee's bag. It wasn't my bag.
So Lee could have
It was
come out
Lee's
of
bag.
hospital and then been arrested
Into jail.
for something he knows nothing about.
It would have been interesting to see if you take the charges or if you
Yeah.
said, hey, that's Turkish's fucking
Yeah.
trousers.
It was him. He's done
He
it
was
again.
son
He's
of
done it
yeah,
again.
mate. He would not have done that. But that's
So yeah,
He's
it
been
could have been more
growling.
interesting than it was, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
still pretty interesting.
it has been. A
Border
very-
Force was running through my mind. You know when they send
they're
man back?
serious.
We've
Yeah,
watched
they're
them programs, man.
Watched
You
it
know?
growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
serious.
Dave and Channel 4 and
Dave,
that.
yeah.
They don't
They
mess
send
about.
you home, bro.
Yeah, and they don't mess about over this side. So
Like-
after that flight, yeah, long.
Like I said, man, this has probably been the craziest arrival into any country I've ever been in. With doing it, experiencing it with you guys. We're glad that we're here, and we're gonna actually get to enjoy it now. We'll be doing plenty of content across this whole time, as you guys know. More tour diaries. We always have stories from meeting Mbappe and that in the clubs, and Trude and Trent, which he said in the club, and you know. To then
You want to be Jude and Trent's best friend as well. You want to be the third bestie, innit? That's what you want.
What's that photo? The guy who got called the CEO. I wanted to
That's
be
what you want.
Jude in the photo.
The problem is you wouldn't move.
No, he
You'll
wouldn't.
still
He
be there. You
wouldn't
might
move.
kiss him on the cheek.
Chill out.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna get in the comments. But nah, we're here. There'll be plenty of content coming your way. We'll be looking to do a meet and greet as well. We'll be doing obviously the open training, the matches here, previews, all of that stuff. I have to end by saying as well, just let me know in the comments. Is it okay to have a microwavable burger from 7-Eleven? Just let me know. It's in the comments. Is that
At
would you
2
eat
a.m.
that?
in the morning.
At 2 a.m. in the morning. Would you eat that?
With
People
no
think-
real contents or ingredients on it.
nothing. Just
That bloody Dennis.
That Dennis.
That Dennis.
Let me
That
know.
bloody-
Would you choose that as your? If there's food, there must have been somewhere else. Would you eat that? A microwavable burger from 7-Eleven at 2 a.m. That's how we're going to close this tour diaries. Thank you everyone. Like the video on the way out, and thank you to the point.
Sorry, he's shaking his head like anyone knows who he is. You're all right, brother. Don't worry.
Don't worry, they're not going to come. They're not going to attack you.
His
But let-
Instagram.
No, I ain't gonna do that. They won't attack you. But let me know. Would you eat a 7-Eleven burger at 2 a.m. A microwave one? Thank you everyone again. Like I said on the way out, please like this video, and we'll be back again very soon. Take care.